took them out. And it's not a missed shot, a turnover, it isn't. And I told him again, discipline that I'm talking about is not tucking your shirt in, pulling your socks up, combing your hair. That's not. We're talking about this is how we're playing as a team. This is your job. Do your job so we can trust you. And then you got to trust each other. I'm just trying to build trust within this team. And on offense, you know, we shared the ball. We did some good stuff. You know, we got a good team. And I told Billy after, that's about as well as we can play. In other games, we had played well for 20 minutes, and then 10 minutes we looked like an AAU team. Today we kind of was grinding it on defense, didn't take crazy chances, you know. So it was pretty good for us.
John, it was a 35-2 turnover, points on turnover differential in your favor. What do you attribute that to?
Well, they have two guards out. They have their starting point guard and the backup point guard are not with their team because of injury or whatever else. I think it was both of them got injured. So now they're playing with their third point guard, and sometimes they're playing without point guards. So what he's been able to do thus far to keep this thing afloat, and doing what he's doing, playing big lineups, playing some zone, playing a 1-3-1 at times. I mean, he coaches. Billy's good. And but today, again, what our forte is putting pressure on the ball. So his guards are out, our guards put pressure on the ball, and that's what you would see.
Cal, Billy said when Isaiah's an offensive weapon like he was tonight, you can win the whole thing. What's been the difference for Isaiah with his jump shooting recently?
He's in the gym working. I mean, he got away from it for a while when his shooting went south, and now he's in there after every practice. He stays after the shoot around. And De'Aaron Fox, now we're forcing him to do the same thing. Isaiah's doing it on his own, trying to, you know, master his own craft. And but he's doing good. I mean, he's still getting too many shots blocked. I'm telling him, he's leading the nation in shots blocked, not blocked shots.
What is that about?
Cal, his overall numbers weren't huge, but again tonight it felt like Bam was taking a step forward. Some of the offensive moves that he made, was active in a lot of different areas, defensively blocking shots. And you feel like
Yeah, it was great. How about the breakaway layup? He looked like a guard. It's crazy. I only, you know, we got up. That gap was, you know, and I subbed with 7 minutes to go. That's a lot of time. I even put Brad in with, like, what, 5 or 6 minutes to go? I mean, and so I didn't want to put Bam back in, and but Isaac and I thought Ty was pretty good today. He just can't play the extended minutes. You know, 2 or 3 minutes of him banging and going after balls is not bad. So Sasha got a chance to go a little bit. Now he can watch tape and try to build on that.
John, was there any one or two players that you saw that really benefited from Cam Cal in this game that really took their games to another level?
Wenyon is starting to become disciplined. Derek broke down about 3 times in a row in the second half, but is better defensively. I think our guards, we're playing, this is starting to look like a team I coach, like we, you know, defensively. And, you know, they should have 45%, but, you know, again, you know, this was a game where everything was tough for them. I thought we did a good job trapping in the post. I thought we did some good stuff today.
John, what can Isaiah do to get his shot off when he drives to the basket? You know?
Shoot it higher. Like, I told him, don't get it blocked. Shoot it higher. You're shooting it like the guy's 6'3". Shoot it high. The good news is, if he shoots it high and he misses, Bam is going to tip dunk the ball. But he's just trying to get, you know, I told him, you got to shoot it higher.
John, did you see more of that trust you were talking about earlier
Yeah,
tonight?
yeah. And I told him, I said, look, we had some breakdowns, but we didn't have 10 minutes of it in what we've seen in just about every game we played. And I told them, their focus should be on their competitive spirit. I put Isaac in, and he played behind that kid and the kid back. And then after that, he started fighting and battling. Have a competitive spirit. I'm beating this guy. You're not jamming me under the goal. I'm not accepting it. The same with Derek. Have a competitive spirit. We are going to work on discipline as a staff and as a coach. That's what I'm about right now. Discipline play. In other words, here's how we're going to play. Then play that way. Here's what your job is. Do your job. And if everybody's doing that, you can trust everybody. You know, like, is he going to do right this time? Is he going to go under? Is he going to help me? Is he, you know, so we just got to stay with it. We're young. We're playing all these young guys, and, you know, our veteran, the guy that's getting is Isaiah, and he's a sophomore. I mean, but it was a good win. And again, A&M, they just hit us on a good night. That's as good as we'll play. I mean, you know, we shot the three, we made free throws. You know, I mean, that's as good as we go.
John, not about the game, but just wondering your reaction to the news about Orlando today. Were you talked to him today or not?
He and I talked. I'm disappointed. I mean, what's he been there, 2.5 years? I mean, that's how this is now. You have 2.5 years to get it going, or we're going to get somebody else. Just kind of disappointing, but that's why coaches want contracts. That's why coaches, they fire us and we leave. I mean, it's just it's crazy. But he'll be fine. I mean, they owe him money. He'll either be a head coach again or be an assistant.
Coach, this is the 5th time that you've scored 100 points this season. What's different about this UK team offensively that's different than some of the teams that you've coached in the past?
More possessions. We're getting more possessions. So when you end up getting 10, 12 more possessions and you score on half of those, what's happening is we go from an 80-point scoring team to a 90, 92, 93. That's the biggest thing. We're really fast. This is a fast team.
John, how tough a guard is Isaiah when he's making the outside shots to add to the drive to the basket?
No, he's playing good. He's making free throws. He's, I was going to put him back in so he could get the triple-double, and then I looked and said, can you get 9 rebounds in 3 minutes?
What'd he say?
I will.
Anything else, folks? All right. I have a link here.